Hey, I'm Gaelin McBride with Metrix Coin. So I'd like to discuss an article that I read published by Bloomberg titled Blockchain Dead? Geeks Debate the Merit of Once Dear Tech. Now this article was written in reference to a conference that took place called Investing NYC, where hundreds of people gather to discuss the latest trends in the current digital asset market. Now, I have several opinions based on this article, but there's one thing in particular that stood out to me, and I want to share my thoughts about this, so I'll get right to it. Quote, blockchain is dead, Meltem Demirtas, chief investment officer of CoinShares Group, said on the sideline of the conference in Times Square. After 2 or 3 years of spending a lot of money on this and a lot of investment dollars going into this, I think the bigger question as an investor is, what's the scalable revenue model, and is there equity value that's created in these businesses? And arguably, the answer is not yet. Now that's a rather bold and audacious statement for a chief investment officer to make about a technology that is quite literally the lifeline to their organization. So I'm hoping that this was a misquote or taken out of context. But if not, that suggests that this person never truly believed in blockchain technology to begin with. And only after making piles of cash from your client base did you make an outrageous claim like this, and it's just not true. There are several companies and projects that have scalable revenue models and do generate equity value. But like with most growing industries, they're smaller companies and projects and they don't receive the proper exposure. These same small companies are the tip of the spear when it comes to this evolving technology. And instead of filtering through the oversaturated digital asset market that's plagued with overpromising and underdelivering, and actually focusing on the innovation that's being introduced, there's panelists having conversations like this, and projects are met with this kind of rhetoric. Now, once again, after these companies have made a fortune, do they deem blockchain dead? And what that does is effectively jeopardizes or outright cripples the fundraising ability for these smaller innovative companies that do actually meet that criteria. And when looking at the current market sentiment, it's ironic because these same players are complicit in the current resulting market conditions. They contributed to the trading fatigue that we're seeing now by endorsing or promoting these dead-end projects. So the question is, blockchain dead? No. And for me, it's not up to debate. I'll leave the link below. You tell me what you think.